All right. You're welcome to the day two of the UI UX design training. I can see Silva. If you are live, just put it on the chat. I'm live. This is day two, and it's going to be awesome. It's day two. It will be awesome. Today, I'll be walking you through the software most of the senior designers rather make use of, and they earn so much using this tool. It's going to be awesome. I'll be introducing to this tool. I think I should take this. Yesterday was introduction to UI UX design. So today we'll be covering Figma 2. Figma 2, like I said, is the tool that most of the senior designers out there make use of to solve design problem, and they earn so much doing that, right? So I'll be introducing you to this tool. I know you can. You hear me now? If you can hear me, type on the comment section. I think there was a glitch. If you can hear me, type on the comment section. I've seen that you are not hearing me, but if you can hear me now. All right, I see you can hear me. Perfect, perfect. So there'll be no break in transmission again. So let's just jump right in. I was trying to talk about Figma. So Figma is there. I know about two major tools designers use, but most companies and employers, right? They prefer designers using Figma for their design because it's easy to collaborate with developers on Figma than other tools, right? So Figma is like 80% of designers make use of Figma tool for their design. So I'll be walking you through this, and I think we'll use maybe 20 minutes into our time to walk you through Figma. Then we'll start our project. I'll show you what the project is. So the first thing I need you to know, you can see my screen, right? So if you can see my screen, I need to start on this note so that you get this straight. Very important. So UI UX design exists to solve problems. I know I mentioned this yesterday, but I'm re-emphasizing it. UI UX design exists to solve problems. So you are not coming into this space just to be good at designing stuff. No, you are designing to solve real life problem. Hey, can you hear me? Okay, I'm just trying to check if this thing is working. So you are designing to solve real life problem. You can see this. This is like what's it called? Like boats. When you book a ride, is a rider app. You can see that. So someone designed this rider app to solve the problem of someone designed this rider app to solve the problem of transportation. So you guys will be designing to solve problem, and that is why they pay so much. You understand? Because those solutions you are solving, right, is going to earn the business or the company so much money. That's why they value designers and tech people generally, because you are building stuff that's going to turn out to be multi-million, sometimes in naira, sometimes in dollars. So if your employers or your employees pay you 1K, 2K to do those kind of problems, of course they'll be benefiting so much, right? So this is the tool we use to solve this problem. So I need you to know that the environment is divided into, I have to screenshot this so I can explain proper. But when I'm explaining, I will do a live demo, right? So it's divided into four parts. You can see this pink part, right? This is called the layer panel, and that's what this part, you can see where my mouse is hovering. That's this screenshot that is pink. Is exactly what this is. This is the layer panel. I'm going to explain it to you. The next thing I need you to know about the Figma environment is the tool panel. I will explain. Okay, let me even start with the layer panel. So the layer panel helps you to, whatever you are putting on your design Canva, we are going to get there. You will find, just like now, you can see these layers, right? You can see arrow, design Canva. Everything you see here is what I have on my screen. You can see this. So your layer panel helps you to take note of what you've already added to your design Canva, right? The next part of Figma tool that you need to know basically is the tool panel. This is where you find your tool. I'm going to explain when we finish this part of the introduction to Figma. So everything you see, let me go back to this screen. Everything you see here, we're able to achieve this using our tools. This is the tool section. This place my mouse is hovering. So if I need maybe a shape, the tool section is going to help you put in design element together. Let's have highlighted this circle. Now, if I draw a circle, I'm holding shift to do that. You can see the circle, right? So the inside the tool panel, we have a lot of tools that we can put together to achieve a design, right? So you need to take note. I'm going to explain them one after the other, but I'm just giving you an overview. Then another thing you need to know about the design Figma design tool is your control panel. Your control panel is what is a part of the Figma tool that helps you set up some things. Let me give you an illustration now. So you can see this circle shape I have here. Let me zoom out. We'll design today, don't worry. We're in for this. So if I come to my control panel, this W is the width. I'm going to explain each of them. I'm just giving you an overview. The W is the width, and this 121 is the height. So if I change this, let's say I give this 50, see what's going to happen. You see what just happened? So the control panel is going to help you manipulate whatever you are putting on the design cover. Let me do something else. I'll take that back by pressing Ctrl Z. So we have that. So let me do something else. If I go to my toolbox, the control panel and the toolbox works hand in hand, and I type my name. That's quite big, Prince. If I type my name, Prince, just the way it is here, if I come to the control panel, can you see typography? I need you to also know that the control panel changes based on what you selected in the tool. So if I select the circle, it's going to change. You will not find the typography part. If I select the text, you'll see typography. So um I can change the color. Let me change the column to purple. So the control panel will help you manipulate whatever shape you are bringing into your Canva. That's what it does. Then the last thing I need you to know about the Figma environment, I'm going to explain each of them in detail now, is your design Canva. Your design Canva is this space you are seeing here. You understand this space. If you are using a mouse, maybe an external mouse, if you scroll, this Canva is very big. If you scroll, you can see a lot of stuff. You can put in a lot of element and frames and all of that. If you are using your laptop mouse, if you use your two finger, you can scroll. You understand? If you squeeze your two finger, you are zooming in and out. If you squeeze it and expand it on the mouse trackpad, you are zooming in and out. So the design canvas, which is this empty space, is where you do your designs. So let's now start from the layer panel. Let me start with the layer panel. I think I'll take the tool next. So we've known that we've been able to establish the fact that the design panel is sorry, the design canvas is where you do your design. Let me even do some stuff before I even get. So I'm drawing a shape now. This is a circle. If I click on these dots, this is other shapes. These are other shapes. I can take a rectangle and draw the same. If I click on these dots, I'm using my toolbox now, my tool panel. I can get a polygon. Don't worry, I'll show you how to make these shapes a perfect design. That's why we are here. So if I click here again, I can get a line tool. So this is me using my toolbox, right? I will explain each of them one after the other. I think it's best we start with the tool. So let's start with the tool. The first item we have on the tool is called, if I hover around it, you see the name, move. The move tool. The move tool helps you to select items on your design canvas and move them about. If you click and you drag, just like I'm doing, that's what the move tool does for you. Um, if you click these dots beside the move tool, you will see other tools in it. So we have the hand tool. The hand tool can help you shift your design canvas like this, the way it's going. Then if I go again, I think I have my scale tool. The scale tool helps to scale elements on your design canvas. Let me quickly play with that. So if I click on this circle and I go to scale tool, don't worry, you watch this video again and you grasp what I'm saying. If I click on scale tool, like I said, the toolbox or the tool panel works with the control panel. So as I've selected scale tool, you can see that the control panel is showing scale. And I said the control panel helps you with your manipulation. If you are not seeing the screen well, you can, I think you can press the full screen mode on your YouTube, or you close the live chat, because if your live chat is showing on your screen, you won't, the screen will be too small. So you can close the live chat to make it bigger. That's going to help you. So if you click on the scale now and I can scale it by 2, see what's going to happen. I can choose to just give it 400, and you see that it's getting big. So that's what the scale tool does for you. But let's keep it at move for now, because move is like the default state. You understand? If you are following, type I'm following. So on the tool panel, the next thing we have is our frame. Every design is done in a frame. We have mobile. Let me click on it. So if I click on it, I'll select frame. Anyone you are selecting is going to have this blue highlight. Once I select frame, check your control panel, you notice that it has changed. So we have different kinds of frame. We have desktop, we have tablet. So when you are designing for different screen size. We have mobile. Let me even go to phone, because we'll be designing today. So if you click on phone, you will see Android, you will see Android Medium, you will see iPhone 16, iPhone 16 Pro, iPhone 16 Pro Max, down to different phone size, right? So for the Android Medium, I think that's the mini Android, maybe 5 inches or thereabout. These days they are producing bigger phones. So Android Compact, okay, smaller, right? So this is yeah, 700 by 840. So this is this is smaller than, oh God. If you can hear me, if you can hear me now, confirm please. I know my network is bad. Yeah, I know you lost me, Samuel. So, but if you can hear me now, let's confirm that. Okay, you can hear me now. Awesome. So we'll keep going on this ride. Okay, so as I was saying, the frames. Okay, awesome, awesome. So the frame is what we design in. So just like your WhatsApp screen is, if you can, okay, you're using your phone to join this class. You notice that WhatsApp has the chat screen. WhatsApp also have the, what's it called? WhatsApp have the status screen, WhatsApp have the call screen. So each of the screens you see in a product, whether website or mobile app, they design them individually. After this introduction, we'll do practice. So let's say this is the call screen. This is status screen, status. So don't mind my caps lock is on. So that's how it is. You understand? So the frame helps you to do your designs, right? The next thing on the tool panel is your shape tools. So as I'm hovering, I can see your shape tool. If you click on it, you will see more tools. So we have rectangle, which I've done. If you want to get a perfect rectangle, you hold shift, you click and drag, you draw your shape. The next one is our line. You click and drag like that. You can draw vertical line, you can draw diagonal line, you can draw horizontal line. If I want to draw the line like this, anyhow you want it, that's what the shape tool does for you. You have arrow. How arrow works like the line tool. We've done polygon. Let's do star. I know you've seen some of this, just like when you make a WhatsApp call, they will tell you to rate it. These are how they get those stars for the rating. You understand? We'll do design, don't worry. So the next thing under the shape tool is image. If you want to add image, let me copy. Oh God. Okay, I'm going to go outside Figma. I'm currently sharing my Figma screen, but I'll go on Pinterest right now. You may not see my Pinterest screen because I'm not sharing my entire screen. So let me get a picture. I'll get a picture shortly. This is Pinterest, and I'll show you how image works. Okay, let me use this one I used for the thumbnail. So I've copied the picture already. So if I get a circle, for instance, I can just draw it like this. No, that's not a perfect circle. If you want to get a perfect circle, hold your shift key. Then you click and drag. So if I right click and I paste here, the image is already copied. You see the image, right? So if you want to do profile picture, somebody's profile picture, we'll do profile picture in our project. So see how I'm doing it now. I copied the image from Pinterest or wherever it is. Maybe I should share my full screen. Okay, when we get to design part, I'll share my full screen. So I copied the image and you just draw your circle. The image is still copied. And you right click on it and paste here. You see that? So if I want to do profile picture, I'll just get the person's image, put it like that, and I get my profile picture. So the next tool is your creation tool. We won't talk about this for now. It's like line tool. Okay, let me just do it. You click here, you can draw anything you want to draw. Just click, you move, you click, you move, you click, you move, you click, you move, you click, you move. So you can just do anything you want to do. It's a flexible line. That's what this look like. I can escape when I'm done. So that's how it looks like. Then this one is very important, your text tool. I've clicked on it. I can use my text tool to write. Let me look for somebody's name on the live chat to write. Okay, I'm going to write Kelvin Jerome. Kelvin Jerome. So if I write KELVINJER, so your text tool helps you to write. Of course, our mobile apps and website have text. So this is how you write your text on your mobile app. And like I said, the control panel, anything you are selecting, the control panel is going to help you manipulate it, right? I will teach you each of them when it's time. So let's take, for instance, this is typography for text. The default text is inter. So you can click on this arrow behind it, this small arrow, and you see other text. So if I choose to change it to Arian Sans, change it to let's say Irish stock. So any text style you want, the typography will help you achieve that. Let me use this item. Another thing you can do with the control panel for typography, you can change the font size to anything you want. Let me use 96. You can change the color. I did that previously. Let me put green or orange or yellow. So the control panel helps you to manipulate your elements, right? So there's quite a lot that can be done. So the next thing I want us to talk about right now, we've done the tools, right? And I've talked about the move tool, the frame tool, the line tool, and arrow tool. I've talked about text. This next one is comment. Comment helps you to collaborate. So most times when I do a project, or when designers do a project, they can collaborate with developers. You understand? The developer is going to have access to your Figma file. And let me show you how the comment works. So I can just do something like, let's say I want to tell them something about this second. I'll click on the comment, then click on it and say this is profile picture. You can see that, right? If I press enter, so when the developer is developing, because like I said, developers can't do anything without your design. That is how important your UX design is. Developers can do nothing without your design. So when they come to the file now and they click on it, they will just see what you've said. This is profile picture, right? Then they can now say okay. So you use the comment section to collaborate. You understand? When what's it called, you submit your project via the YouTube link, right? After the class, I will make the link available on the group. Then you submit when you are done with your project, because there's going to be an assignment today. Once you are done, you will put the link on the YouTube. Then I'll be able to check everybody's assignment at the same time, right? So anywhere that I need to make correction, I'll just use this comments section to do the correction, right? That's what comment does. It's for collaboration. So the next thing I need us to know about Figma design is that when it comes to creating designs, there are things you need to pay attention to. So you've known that, okay, like I said, the layer. Okay, let's talk about the layer practically. So you see that, can you see the Kevin Jerome I wrote on the canvas? So the layer has everything. You understand? Everything I have on my canvas. It looks scattered now because I'm teaching. But normally when you are doing your design, it's going to be arranged because your designs will be on frames, right? But you will see everything you are doing on your design canvas here. So that I'm showing you this now. So when you start designing and you see this kind of thing appearing, you shouldn't be surprised. The layer, look at the layers. It captures everything about your design. I think you can hide it if you want to. So there's a small arrow beside it. If you click on it, you can hide it. If you click on it again, you can bring it on. So another thing you can find on the layer section is the title. I've already titled this page or this design file. So I can change this title. Let me copy that. I've cut it. I can change this title to Jerome, Jerome. You can see, so you can name your file from your Figma title. Then, oh, I think I missed something. I missed something. Oh, I missed something. I think at this point, I'm going to share my full screen so you don't get confused. Let me share my full screen. Okay. I'll share my full screen now. Image. Okay, share entire screen. So I'm sharing my entire screen now. I want to show you how to start. You all, don't worry, you came late. This video is recorded. Don't worry. You all have probably gotten your Figma account launched, right? So let's now start from how to launch your Figma in the first place. So if you go to figma.com on the web browser, this is where you are starting from. You go to figma.com and it's going to open like this, right? This is part of the Figma environment. You should understand how to navigate. So what you get to see here is your recent files. You can see it recently viewed. You see your name here. You can search for different files from here. This search for anything. Then to open your new design file, you click, can you see new design file? We have new design, we have FigJam, we have new slide. I started from the beginning because my file was already open. So some of you might be confused, like, how did you even get here? So this is how we got here. So when you click on new design file, you can now see it load. Then it opens like this. You'll find your tool panel, like I said. You'll find your layer, like I said. You'll find your control panel, like I also said, and your design canvas. You see that it's empty right now. So if I want to name the file, I come to this untitled file and I name it Jerome, Jerome. Then I can find my layer. You notice that the layer is empty because I've not done anything. So if I click on this, you see that the rectangle is there. If I type PRINCE, you can see it there, right? So that's how the layer works. So the layer can help you name your file. It can help you see everything on your design canvas. You can also create multiple pages, but I'm not going to do that now because I don't want to give you bulk information at the same time. I'm only showing you the things you need to do your assignment. That's why I have to pause and start afresh. You understand? So once you've launched your Figma file, you go to figma.com, you see your recent file, click on the new design. Your Figma file is open. You can name it. You name it with your name so that, yeah, just like I name it Jerome, you can name it with your name. You can name it with 2 weeks training. Anything that works for you, that's fine. So that's how it works. So let me go back to my training. So I'll change this back from Jerome to 2 weeks training because this is the file I'll be working with all through this training. I won't open a new file. So when it comes to designing on Figma, the first thing you need to know is that there are design elements and there are design components, right? So what are design elements? Design elements, let me type that. Design elements are the items. Let me call it item. These are items you put together to make up your design. This is going to be exciting, trust me. Make up your design, because after this class, when you look at applications, you'll be detecting this class, trust me. Yes, IGN. So your design element is what makes up your design. Let me paraphrase this. Design elements are items that make up your design. These are items that make up your design. We will do them practical right now. So some of the design elements we have are text, shape. Just like for text now, we have on your WhatsApp mobile application, you see if the person's name you have saved, you see the person's name, Prince or Joy or whatever you have saved it with. You will see shapes, just like the oval shape that has people's pictures, their profile picture. That's a shape. Another element you will see is image. Image is also what makes up your design. You will see icons. These are some of the design elements you will see in every application website. Do you know that even Figma environment is a software? They designed this software before it started being functional, right? So let's just do practical now. Can you see the Figma icon here? If you can see Figma icon, type yes, I can see Figma icon. If you come here, you'll see this play button. This is an icon. If you come here, you'll see this eye. You can see this, right? So icons also make up your design. On this page, you can see this plus. Plus means to add page. If I click on it, I'll add page 2. Let me go back to page 1. So you can see plus. So you can see search. So these icons are design elements that make up your design. So you need to know this as you are starting out, because you'll be putting these elements together to form the full-blown design. Colors are also part of your design elements, right? Then another design element is pattern. So just mention, okay, let's look at this design. Mention the elements you are seeing on this design right now. From what I've just said, if you can see text, if you can see color, if you can see icon, just mention them. Mention the elements you can see on this design right now. Type it on the chat section. Let me give you 1 minute to do that. Any element you can see, I can see icon. This is the back icon. I can see text. This is filter icon. I can see location icon. You can see this map. This map is an image. So look at this other design. You can see the profile picture, right? You can see text, current booking, history. You can see this icon. So we put icons, text, colors, shapes to do our designs. That's how your design works. So design elements are the items we put together that makes up our design. So some of those items are text, shape, image, icon, color, pattern. I don't, this design is quite plain. There's no pattern here, but as we keep learning, I'll show you what pattern looks like. Yeah, I'll show you what pattern looks like. So these are design elements. Another thing you need to take note of about UI design is components. So there are different components, but one thing you need to know about components is this. Let me quickly type that. Components, let me call it design component, DSIGN, SIGN, components. You see that I'm using text on the Figma file to teach you. I'm using my text tool, components. Is a combination. Somebody say combination. Combination of design, one or more design element, one or more. Sorry, two, not one, two or more design, DESIGN, design elements. So when you put two elements together, you form a component. We'll use components in this class. We'll use components. So some of the components we have are buttons. You can see a button here, pick up. If you click on this button, something will happen. Which other one? Okay, that's just for this. We have card, we have lists. Okay, let me even go to our text for today. So you can see my WhatsApp screen, right? I had to take a screenshot because we'll be redesigning our WhatsApp. You understand? We'll be designing the chat screen, we'll design the call screen, we'll design the status screen, and we'll design when you click on something, the chat, what it looks like, the interface. This is what we'll be doing in course of these 2 weeks. So we'll be doing it bit by bit, right? And as I design, you follow me, you do it as your assignment. At the end of the 3rd day, you should have designed this, and we'll test it on our phone. So look at this chart now. You will see some of those elements I'm talking about. So this is a button, all button. This is unread button. This is favorite button. This is group button, right? You can see icon, camera, search. You can see this archive. All these are icons. You can see the call. I will show you how to do all this thing. We are doing it live. You understand? We are doing it live. We'll be doing this live. You get? So let's quickly dive in. Are we ready to design? If you are ready to design, type I'm ready, because I've done the introduction already. It's time to design. If you are ready to design, type I'm ready to design. Type I'm ready to design. If you are ready to design, type I'm ready to design. I wanted this class to end by 8, but I think we'll just try our best to keep it brief. You understand? We'll try our best to keep. If you are ready to design, type I'm ready. This is the time for us to say we are ready. This is the time to be ready. Remember, I said if you don't make money from what you are doing, it's a hobby. It's not a skill. You understand? If you don't make money from what you are doing, it's a hobby. It's not a skill. So if you are ready to design, type I'm ready. I'm about to start now. So from what we've done so far, let's start designing now. So what we'll be doing, let me share my screen. I stopped sharing the full screen so that we can focus. So what we'll be doing now is our WhatsApp screen. You can see my screen, right? Okay, so we'll break the project into 3 parts. We'll break it into 3 parts so that we can get it done. So I will start from can okay, let me tell us something. We need icons for our design. So I've already prepared the icons I'll be using for this design. WhatsApp icon is a bit unique, so I couldn't get exactly what we have, but I got something similar. So I will share this icon with us at the end of this class. I'll drop it on the comment section in this video, right? So that when you want to do your assignment, you just click on it. It will take you to the Figma file. All you need to do is come here, you copy it like this. Let me use Control X. I've copied it. Then you go to your Figma where you are doing your work and you paste it there. With you right click and you paste. That's how you get the icon. Once you get the icon, you can now start using it. So let's start with, today we'll design this navigation bar. You understand? As part of the component, navigation bar is one of it. Navigation bar helps you to move from one part of the UI to another. It helps you move, you understand, from one part to another. That's what navigation does for you. We have text input. Text input when you want to log in, right? Where you put in your name, that's called text input. If you are filling a form online, where you put in your name is called the text input. We have the search bar. I don't know if there's a search bar here, but there are some applications that have search bar. If let me check if WhatsApp. Okay, look at it. If you click on this search now, you can now search for somebody's name. So that's the search. So let's start designing. So first thing I would do if I want to design is, okay, see what you would do. Let me even say this. You will take your WhatsApp after this class, go to your chat screen, screenshot it, because everybody is going to design their WhatsApp screen and will test it. You click on the call, you screenshot it. You click on the status, you screenshot it. Then this our 2 weeks training, you open the chat and screenshot it. That's what I have here. you screenshot it like this because we are redesigning everything. You understand? We are redesigning everything. You do a screenshot. So let's start from the first screen, which is our. So you can see that I have my icon and the chart. Notice something when what's it called? When this screen is selected, this is the main screen, which is chat. You notice that the icon is a filled icon, is filled, while the others are outline icons. You can see the call is an outline, the status is an outline, these two outline. Then when we go to call screen, notice that the call is filled, the chat is outlined. So why I'm saying this is because on the icon we have both field and outline, so you know where to use outline and where to use field. So I will start with the chart. First thing I'll do is I'll bring my screen, I'll go to frame. I've clicked on the frame. I will select phone. Look at my mouse. Oh, I will select iPhone 13 and 14. I've clicked on it. You see this, right? Once you have your frame, the next thing I want to do is that I would take a box. This box I'm taking is to map out, I'll use my rectangle tool, is to map out layers, right? So if I click here, there's something I missed in my screenshot and I don't want you to miss it. Is, I don't know if you are using iPhone or Android phone, depending on what you are using. This is my phone navigation bar, is part of your design, because if I click this back, it's supposed to take me to my chat screen. And like I said, we're testing this when we're done. So please add it so that your design will not be missing elements. So I'll create a space for this guy. I'm going to do it in another class, but I'll just keep the space there. So I will, to duplicate an element, you hold alternate, click and drag. You can see that. So I'll duplicate this. I will give it another color. I've selected it. I'll come to my fill. Remember I said the control panel helps you to manipulate whatever you have selected. I will give it a darker shade. You understand? This box I'm using now is just to map out the areas. So I will give this, you can follow my measurements. I'm going to give this 50 for the height. Then I'll give this 24. So I'll bring this down. This is how we do design. So, and they pay us in dollars. So this is going to be my navigation bar. Okay, I can make my navigation bar. This is 50. Let me make it 60. If I press enter, I'll take it up like this. Like I said, today we're only doing Nava because we took most of the time to explain the environment. So the next thing I want to do now is I want to design this first screen, right? Let me bring it close. So I'm going to get a field icon for this. I'll just collect the chart. There are two kinds of chart. This is to add. This add chart now is for this part of your WhatsApp. Let me go there. So this part of your WhatsApp has add chart. We'll design this button. Don't worry, that's a floating button. So I will take my chart like this. You click to select. I've selected this one. I will use alternate to duplicate it. I will drag it out. I've done that. Let me take it. So that's how you select your icon. You select the one you want. You use alternate to drag. Alternate on your keyboard. I'll bring it inside here. In fact, let me just select all the ones I need. So I've gotten my charts. Let me get for the call. Like I said, I'm sharing this icon with you, so there's nothing to worry about. I will double click to select. I've selected it. I'll use alternate, click and drag. I've brought it into my frame. This frame I've selected is where I'm doing my design. So we're building, UI UX design is like putting elements together, like I told you, to form your design. I'll look for status. So this is the one I'll use as my status. I know it's not really exactly like what we have on WhatsApp, but it's going to serve. These WhatsApp icons are unique. So this is what I'm going to use for my tools. Take outline. So I'm going to bring this like this. I'm trying to do this in a way that you can replicate it easily. So I'll bring this here. Okay, it fits properly. So the next thing I have to do is I will get my chat text by clicking my text tool. For your navigation bar, always use font 12. So if I type chat CHAT, it's bold currently. We are working with Inter for our typography. So I will change this to normal, which is regular. Let me even find out something. Notice that the chart is bold because it's selected. Cause is normal, update is normal. So I'll make the chart bold also. But before I do that, I've made it regular for now. I'll change this to font 12. Don't use more than font 12 for your navigation text. So I'm going to make this medium, or semi bold is fine. Then I'll make this black. Okay, let me do something. I won't do that. So this icon I'll be sharing with you already has colors, you understand? So if you click on it, just like I'm clicking, you notice this fill color is showing dark, and there's something like detach. So because it already has color, you will detach the style first before you edit it. So I will detach it. I've done that. Then you can now see the color code. I'll give it black. Black color code is 000 into 6 places. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Enter. So that's chat. So the next thing I want to do is I will select the both of them. This one is selected already. I will hold shift. You hold shift to select two items. I'll hold shift and I'll press shift A. Shift A is called auto layout, right? If I do shift A, you will see this frame. Can you see this frame? You understand? Another thing you can do with your layer is you can name it, but don't worry about that for now. As we advance, I just want you to be able to, I don't want to make it so complex so that you can be able to replicate what I'm doing. So as I've done shift A, it's going to put this in a responsive frame, right? So I can click and move it to where I want, right? I'll bring it here. I will get the next tool, which is my call to. I'll bring, sorry, next icon. I'll bring it here. You can select by double clicking. I've double clicked, I've selected the chart. Anything you are selecting to, you also note that on the layer. So I'll use alternate, click and drag to duplicate. Alternate is for duplicating. You understand? I'll make this call, CALL, calls. You understand? Is it call or calls? Okay, calls. I'll add S to it. S. But this time around, I will not make it semi-bold. I'll keep it at regular. So you come to your typography, click on. This is going to be very simple. Just take your time and watch what I'm doing. When you are watching the video to replicate yours, it's going to be cool. If I select this also, you notice that this selection has a color already. I want to keep it at black for now. I'll detach it, come here and give it 0000000 into 6, and I'll press enter, right? Okay, let me motivate you guys a bit. Let me motivate you a bit. Hold on. Because I don't want you to take this thing we're doing lightly. I don't want you to take this thing we're doing lightly, right? That is why I'm doing this. I need to pause for a while. Can you still hear my voice? If you can hear my voice, let me know you can hear my voice. I told you guys I was going to show you my face, right? I'm doing that. If you can hear my voice, let me know that. I want to show you something. Can you hear my voice? We have to pause for a while so I can do this. Type if you can hear my voice. Hello. All right. So yes, yes. All right. I know you can hear my voice. So why I had to pause is because this thing I'm teaching you is what I do full time, right? You understand? So and I make dollars. You can see this. I make this money doing this. You understand? So is this design I'm teaching you that is earning me this stuff you are seeing here? This is 200. So it's not something we're playing. You understand? This is not something we're playing. I'm helping you. I want you to earn this. I want you to earn this. That's why I'm showing you this. So pay attention. You'll be replicating what I'm doing. Is exactly what I'm doing that I do to design website, to design mobile app, and I get paid. This is in Nigerian currency now. This thing you are seeing is like 318,000 naira, but it's just two notes. You understand? So pay attention to what I'm doing. That is why I had to pause. Pay attention because we're doing serious stuff here. You understand? I'll take off my face now so that we can all focus. You understand? How can you detach? Let me quickly do that now. So let okay, okay. I think you couldn't hear me because I turned off my camera. Okay, sorry about that. So for detaching, I was explaining the detaching. Here's how to detach. So when you click on the icon, let me select a new icon. So if I click on this icon, I will use alternate. Hope you've taken note that alternate is for hope you've taken note that alternate is for duplicating. If you've taken note that alternate is for duplicating, I've just duplicated that icon. I've just duplicated the icon. So this is how you detach. You come to your control panel while selecting that icon. You will see the color, its name. You understand? You detach it, then you see the color code. You can now press 00000 into WhatsApp has green color. I think when we start applying, look at all these ones that have green. We'll put the color code as well. But for now, what we are designing, I'm not going to put this notification because it's quite complex. I don't want to take it too far. Let's do what you can do. So I've selected my call and I've added auto layout. That's for the call. So if I click on this first auto layout, this part of the control panel is where you control your auto layout. So this 7 is the spacing between the icon and the text. So if I give it 10, for instance, see what's going to happen. It will expand, right? But I don't want to give it 10. I want to keep it at I want to keep it at 8. So I'll do same for the course. It's currently at 7. I'll keep it at 8. Then let's do for the next one, which is updates. How do I get my text? I can choose to type it if I want. Um, update update. Why it's showing white is because I'm typing on a dark background, so I'll have to change this to black. I'm coming to the fill now. See where my mouse is hovering. I'll press 000 into 6 and I'll press enter. It's currently on 12. I'll bring it here. Hold shift, select the icon, use auto layout. Shift A is auto layout. Shift A. Remember I said components is putting two or more elements together. You can see that we're putting text and icons together. So we're building a component, right? So I'll keep this, the auto layout, the spacing between items is on 2. I'll keep it at 8 to make it uniform. You can see that, right? Then finally we have our tools, which is this one. Like I said, it's not exactly WhatsApp icon because I couldn't get them. So I'm taking something that is closely related. So I'll use alternate and drag. I'll name this. You double click to type tools. Then I'll click here to make it. You see that, right? So if I hold shift and select and I do shift A, I'm going to the auto layout. Let me explain more about the auto layout. I will use this to explain auto layout now. So when you use shift A to put auto layout on your design, you can edit your auto layout. I told you that this 5 here is the space between items. Normally I use even number, so I'm going to use 8. Then you notice that it's aligned to the right. I'll keep this at the middle like this. You see that is aligned. I can even keep it center, and I'll do same for this order. This one is aligned middle top, keep it aligned center. This one is aligned middle top, I will align it center. This is aligned middle what? Middle top, I will align it center. You see that it's center and it's on 8. So the next thing I'll do now is I'll select all of them. This part of the auto layouts, what we're working with is the spacing between items. So if I select all 4 items like this, I will press shift A again to put it on auto layout. I think this one is not okay. This one is not aligned. I'll hold shift to select all of them. Then I would align it like this. Hold on. See where my mouse is. I'll click on this align vertical. Then I'll use shift A to put it on auto layout. When you put it on auto layout, the spacing between all of them will be the same. So this is 55, this is 55, this is 55. But there's something I want to do. Okay, that's fine. There's something I want to do. So let's take the longest. Is that the word? I think this is the widest because this has the longest text. So if I click on it and I check, the width is 48. You understand? If I click on this other one, the width is 31. So I will give it the same width as this so that everything will balance. So I'll come here and give it 48. No, that's not what I want to do. Did I select it? I'll select this. It's not okay. I'll select this and give it. What's this one? This is 48. I'll select. To select, you double click or you click. You understand? So this is selected. I'll give the width 48. And because I've aligned it to the middle, you see what's happening. So I'll bring this 2 now and keep it to the middle just the way it is. You understand? I'll do same for the core. The reason why I'm doing this is so that they can have, because in our next class we'll be doing, look at this one now is selected, right? So I want all of them to be the same. So I'll come here, I've selected these cores. I'll make this 48. No, something's wrong. Let me select this. It's on fill. Keep it at fix. Okay, let's just leave it the way it is. So don't complicate this issue. I'm trying to do it the best way so you don't get stranded when you are doing yours. You understand? So I'll keep the call centralized by clicking this. You understand? So we all have This is 48 now. I'll select the chart and keep it centralized by clicking this. So we have our navbar almost ready. So this is how we're going to build the full screen and we test. So at this point now, remember I said this box I put here was just to map out the area. I'm not using the box with this component. So at this point, I will go to, I've added auto layouts for all of them. I'll come here. This place showing 0 is called the horizontal padding. So if I give it 24, okay, that's the vertical padding. I'll give it 16. Then I also give the top 16. You understand? And I'll take this guy out. I've clicked on it. Let me select this and bring it up. It looks too big, but okay, let me try 8 if 8 will work. Okay, 8 is perfect for the vertical padding. So I'll delete this man and bring my navigation bar here. Let me give it a fill color. See where I am now in the control panel. If I click on plus, so I have my fill color now. So you can see what we have, right? In order not to take our time in subsequent class, what I will do now, okay, I think let's keep it at that 16 because 8 looks too small. So what I'll do now is I will just quickly create the nav bar for calls when call is selected, for status update when status update is selected, and for tools when tool is selected. So it's very simple. So if I hold alternate shift and drag and I bring this up, see what I'm going to do now. This icon I'm sharing with you guys can switch between field and outline. So if I select the call now by clicking on it, you can see this purple stuff right here. I will come to this style, click on stroke and choose solid. It has changed though. I will come to this chart. Sorry about that. Did I detach it? Okay. All right. So we've built our nav. I'll come to this. Okay. Instead of doing that, so it shouldn't be complex for you. Just work with the icon. Because you have added auto layouts, you just come and take, where's the chart? This is the chart. I'll come here and take my outline chart. Then two things you can do here. If I do Control C to copy, I can come over here, select this one by double clicking on it, right click, then click on paste to replace. This is one way to change it. Another way to change it is by doing something like this. Okay, when we're working on the next one, I'm going to change. So at this point, I'm going to select this chart and make it normal. I'll come to the typography, make it regular. I'll select these calls, come here, make it semi-bold. So it looks like this is what is selected. And as usual, we'll detach the color of that from this color to black. We'll put 0000 into 6 and we have black. So let's do the next one for updates. I'll use the other pattern. So if I use alternate and duplicate this, I'll come for the calls. I'll select the outline call by double clicking on it like that. Control C. I'll come here. Want to change this one now. If I select the auto layout, instead of doing Control C, let me just click and drag so it doesn't confuse you. These are shortcuts I use. Okay, I'll bring it like this and drag it inside here. Anyone that works for, if it's paste and replace that is better for you, fine. If it's Control C and V, so I've selected this guy. I'll do Control C. Just find out the one that is easier. I'll come here, select this guy, right click, paste to replace, paste to replace. So when I paste to replace, it's going to change to the selected one. Then for update, we're rounding up now, so this class don't take too long. I'll make it bold. This is semi bold. I'll do this so it's, see where I click to make it one line. Then I'll select this guy, take it out from semi bold. To select, you double click. That's how you select. Then finally, we are doing for tools. I'll select, okay, let me go over there. I think copying and pasting is much better. It's going to be easy for you. So I'll go to the house, select tools, Control C. I'll come here. Like I said, I'll make this thing available to you, the icon. I'll paste it, Control V. I've replaced that. Let me check my color is on the icon, normal icon color. I'll detach it and keep it at black. 00000 into 6. So that's that. Then this guy now, I'm going to make it normal regular this thing. So I'll come back here, select it by double clicking, Control C. Then I'll come here, right click, paste to replace. So you can see that we have our chart when it's selected, we have our call when it's selected, we have our update when it's selected, and we have our tool when it's selected. The next thing you want to do at this point is see what you do now. Name this your screen. To name your screen, you double click on this iPhone 13, then you press Ctrl to highlight it. I can call this chat, CHATS. To duplicate your screen, right, you would right click, sorry, you hold alternate and drag. I'll call this one call, CALLS, enter. I will hold alternate and drag it again. I'm holding alternate down, then you click and drag. I'll call this update, which is status, enter. I'll hold alternate, click and drag again. And I'll call this tools. So we have our 4 screens with navigation bar. In our next class, we will do the charts. Since we will not do explanation again, so as we are coming, we'll start doing the chart. So let me arrange this quickly before we go. So I will just delete this other one by selecting them like this, holding shift to select. I'll delete that. I'll come here, I will delete this one, then bring this call. Still leave this your phone navigation bar. If you're using iPhone, I'll teach you how to do the iPhone. If you're using Android, I'll teach you how to do your Android. So I'll bring this one close. I think this is not close down. When you see this red line, it means it's already lapping on it. So that's for the calls. I'll delete this order to select them by holding shift. I'll come here, delete this one. Those mobile apps you see on your phone, these are they designed them before they are developed. I'll just drag it down. You hold click and you drag with your mouse. If you don't know how to use a mouse trackpad very well, you can get an external mouse. I'm using my mouse trackpad right now. But if you cannot really use it, but try, it's not hard. You click, you use your mouse trackpad to drag like that. Once you see the red line, it's already lapping on it. So right now we have our charts, we have our calls, we have our updates, and we have our status. So your assignment for today, this is nav bar. What we did today is navigation bar. NAVIGATION, navigation bar. So, and what is a navigation bar? It's part of our components. So let's do a quick recap. So when it comes to UI UX design, two things are important is design elements and design components. And I said design elements are the items you put together to form your design. Somebody's asking, how do we get the icon? I will paste the icon on the YouTube link. So once you are watching the video to do your assignment, You will just click on the comment section, you see the icon. As you click on it, it will bring you to a Figma file with the icon. All you just need to do is copy the icon. I demonstrated this earlier. You will see this thing. You won't see this my design, no, it's just this you will see. So just select it, press Ctrl C, then go to your Figma file and paste it there. If I come here now and do right click and paste, it will paste here. Then you can now start designing, you understand? And to take any icon, you just double click to select, hold alternate, and you drag it to the position you want. I've just brought this on here. So let's go back to our recap. Before I just noticed that. So for design elements, there are text, shape, image, icon, colors, and you just see me put icon and text together to form my navbar, right? Using auto layout. And components is when you combine two or more design elements together, you form a component, right? And some of the components we'll be working with is button, card, lists, navigation bar. Lists is a list of items. So just like we have on WhatsApp here, you understand, this is a list. This is the call. This is what my recent call today. So you can see lists are set of the same items, right? But they may not be exactly the same, but so you can see this has a profile picture, the person's name, and something under it with the call icon. This one has profile picture, the person's name, this, and the call icon. So everything you have here, they are the same component, right? But they are forming a list. That's what it is. So we'll be working on a list on Monday. That was our next class. We'll be working on a list, something like this. I'll show you how to create the profile picture, how to put the title, how to put this stuff, the time, and all of that in tomorrow's class. Sorry, in our next class. So what you need to do now, let me tell you how you do your assignment. You'll be creating, first of all, you screenshot your WhatsApp screens, screenshot all these 4 screens we have here, the chat, the call, screenshot it and paste it. If your WhatsApp is not on your laptop, it might be difficult to bring the image there. You understand? My WhatsApp is on my laptop. You understand? That's why it's easy for me. Maybe I'll do a quick video on how to connect your WhatsApp to your laptop if you don't have your WhatsApp on your laptop. So I can easily, because I can just go to my WhatsApp on my laptop, and if I screenshot, I send it to myself, then open my WhatsApp on my laptop, download it, and paste it on the Figma file. It's that easy, right? Then you work on your navigation bar. Yeah, that's what we have to do. So before we go today, I would like to talk about something else. But before I do that, take a moment as usual. Some of you have not subscribed. Take a moment to subscribe. Take a moment. If you know you are here, you've not subscribed, or you are watching it, you've not subscribed, take a moment to subscribe. I know I'm telling you this because I'll be dropping some updates after the 2 weeks, right? And if you are not subscribed, you may not find it. You get. Also, turn on your notification bell. After this 2 weeks, I'll do more videos on how to get foreign jobs and all of that, then how to also master the skills. Those content, you will see it when you are subscribed. If you are not subscribed, your notification bell is not turned on, you may not get to see it. And like I said earlier, this skill, I'm not training you to have a new hobby, right? I'm training you to learn this skill so that you can earn in dollars. I'm not going to show you the dollar again. There's no need for that. But this is your preparation ground. 2 years ago, or is it 2022, I was also learning this thing like you. And I've moved. You have taken a step, right? So if you get it right, these 2 weeks, you can launch a successful UX designer. Like I said, take a moment. If you've not subscribed, take a moment to do that. And it's going to be good. So this is what you're working on. Nav bar, charts, calls, updates, tools. When you are watching the video, you may just take your time, follow me as you are watching, and you'll be able to do exactly what I've done. You understand? So I'll see you guys in the next class. If you learned something new and you got value, type I got value. Type I got value. If you got value, I'm already signing out now. Type I got value. Every pro designer was once a beginner. There was a time in my life where this whole thing was confusing, right? But I stayed, and today this is me doing. And I'm not just doing it like teaching it. No, no, no. I create solutions with UI UX design. And yeah, so thank you very much for staying to the end. We'll call this a wrap. I'll drop the link on the comment section. So as you are watching the video to do your assignment, you'll find the link of the icon there. Just click on it. It takes you to the Figma file. Copy it and paste it on your design Canva. You understand? So that will be all for now, and I'll see you in the next class. Thank you so much. Bye.